This is Shalini Agarwal. I am an IAS officer from 2005 batch. Currently, I am posted as a Municipal Commissioner in Surat city of Gujarat.
Now, can you give a very brief introduction to Surat smart city?
Surat is the 8th largest city in India, and as per the survey done by University of Oxford, it is one of the fastest growing city in the world. In last 10 years, the population of Surat has grown doubled from 35 lakhs to 75 lakhs, and also the area has also got increased by at least 40%. Surat is economic capital of Gujarat and is also one of the most important economic hub of India. It is known for textiles and diamonds, but in recent years, Surat is diversifying into other sectors like chemical, manufacturing, medical devices, solar devices, and also in IT industry. So Surat has lots of potential in terms of GDP growth. And one of the most unique feature of Surat is that it is melting point of India. So people from all across the country have come to Surat for better employment opportunities, for businesses and for good quality of life. Surat Smart City, when it was launched by Government of India, has made an SPV, and under the SPV, the Smart City has been working for projects of public importance, while the focus has been on innovation, promotion of technology, people at large in consideration, and also innovative way of financing like PPP, bonds, convergence of central government and state government schemes. So Surat has been ranked second best city in the current Smart City Award by Government of India in 2023-24, and it has been one of the most leading cities in the country for implementation of innovative projects under Smart City.
Okay, thank you. Can you give me some highlights, key highlights of this canal road project?
Surat is known for implementation of one of the most iconic project, which is known as Canal Corridor Development Project. One canal was passing through the middle of the city, which was in a bad shape. It was used as a dumping ground and it was right in the middle of the road. But one iconic project was taken in Smart City where the whole canal corridor was taken up, and both sides of the canal, pedestrian pathways and carriage pathways were constructed. Lots of public places along the canal were constructed, which included places for senior citizens, places for women, places for physically disabled people. A long walking corridor was constructed on the both sides of the canal right in the middle of the road. So you can see that the vehicles are passing through the roads, and along the road, among the vehicles, there is a huge long pathway where thousands of people are seen on holidays walking along the canal. Also, lots of public utilities like pay and use toilets, restaurants, cafes, they have been constructed along the canal. Also, lots of sport facilities for students like volleyball, badminton, skating, gardens, green spaces, lots of spaces for children which depicts nature and animals and biodiversity. Such spaces are created. It was a project of around 54 crore rupees. But again, one of the most important unique feature is that one of the most successful PPP project was Canal Corridor. So the private partner was involved in the operation and maintenance of this project, and this project has been successfully running for quite a few years. Also, now we have a plan to extend this canal corridor to the other part of the city.
Could be, how did you deal with any kind of challenges that had come with this project?
So one of the most important challenge is to design the whole project, taking into consideration what the people want. So we had lots of stakeholders, consultation committee meetings with people, and I think this is one of the most important feature of smart city, that you have to involve community while you are designing one project. So views were taken from people, and secondly, it was a project of convergence because it was a project of magnitude where you required lots of funds from to implement this project. So we had to converge funds from different schemes of the state government and central government. Also some portion came from smart city, but we wanted that this infrastructure should be resilient, so that in future it should be operated and maintained well. So this was one of the first few projects where we went for PPP mode, and private partners were identified. We made a clear-cut guideline, because when you implement PPP project, you don't have guidelines that what is the role of corporation and what is the role of public of private partner. But for this project, we specifically laid out the guidelines that what needs to be done by corporation and what needs to be done by private partner. And accordingly, this project was implemented. And the last challenge was in designing, because we wanted that lots of public spaces should create between the road. So there is a canal in the middle of the road. The roads are flowing on the both sides of the canal, and then we wanted this space to come along the canal. So the engineering challenge, design challenge, all those aspects were there. But I think that Surat Municipal Corporation, under the purview of Smart City, SPV, and along with the help of urban planners, expertise, and with the people participation and with the participation of private participation, they could implement this project successfully.
What about community engagement? You talked about having interaction with the community. So how did you do that? Because when we are implementing, it becomes challenging at some points. Some people get excluded. So how did you do that?
So this is one of the project where all kinds of sectors are taken into account. Like when you are talking about public places, I think that women, they need public places quite a lot, because either they are working or most of the time they are spending time at home. So this is one of the project which is women friendly. And secondly, I think that public places are important for children, because they need spaces where they can promote sports and extracurricular activities. So if you see that there are varied kinds of spaces which are created. Also, when you are designing a project, it has to be friendly for physically disabled people, or people who are disadvantaged or mentally challenged. So all those things have also been kept into account. There are ramps which are going through the whole, along the whole corridor of the project. There are spaces which are friendly for senior citizens. So once the design includes all kinds of sections of community, then I think that people participation it increases quite a lot. And while designing this project, we had to take lots of advices and lots of expert advices from different kinds of civil society organizations or urban planners or universities here, or architects or other people who are specialized into such kinds of design. But all of these designs were incorporated, and I am happy that people are enjoying this place enormously. And this has become one of the most important hangout place for people in Surat.
Did you face any pushback from the stakeholders, and how did you deal with it?
I think that we didn't feel any pushback from stakeholders, because right from the beginning we had clarity about the objectives of the project, and secondly how this project should cater to different kinds of people, or how this project should cater to community. Also, right from the inception till the implementation, the roles and responsibilities of stakeholders, of private people, they were defined, and accordingly everybody knew that what is the role and responsibility of their, or what is their job. So I think when these things are clear to people or to stakeholders, They work as a team, and it is a result of a teamwork.
So, what would be your advice to other cities who are aspiring to do something like this? I mean, what can they expect and how should they deal with the issues that may arise?
I must say, and I must appreciate Smart City Mission, which was launched by Government of India, because first time Government of India directly put trust on the cities, and there was a direct communication between Government of India and the three-tier system of the government. Secondly, first time lots of flexibility was given to the cities to design, to think about various kinds of projects which were not there in earlier in the usual stream of financing. And thirdly, lots of innovation was promoted in the cities, that you decide how do you want to go about that project. And fourthly, in terms of financing also, lots of freedom and lots of experimentation, I would say, that such kind of flexibility was given to the cities, like they can experiment with municipal bonds, financing from multilateral agencies like World Bank, IFC, convergence of fund, PPP mode, borrowings from other financial institutions. So it was a very flexible smart city setup which was put up in the city, and the whole command and control was given to the city authorities along with consultation of stakeholders. And also one of the prerequisite was use of technology, and one of the important initiative which a smart city took up was integrated command and control center, and that has become a backbone of governance in the cities. So I think that other cities should aspire by objectives and missions of the smart city which I have just elaborated, and how these projects have been implemented in 100 smart cities of the country. They are the lighthouses. All these projects are the lighthouses, and every project has some story behind it and has some success story behind it. So the other cities should learn from the success stories of these lighthouse projects, and as per the city's aspirations and their geographical and demographical conditions, they should try to implement these projects.